Welcome back to Mega Man or Rock Force, what have you. We're going to be doing Cryptman stage now. Suspiciously like Dr. Doom.
Based on the revised intro for this version of the game, he's kind of the spokesperson and somewhat of the leader of the group.
Kind of a weird representative to pick, but... Alright, so here we have a basic Quickman laser section, except they grabby hands instead of instant kill lasers.
I think it's probably because of the whole Dr. Doom sort of looking thing. That might be why.
Now we have not Indiana Jones. Oh, forgot about those things. You can actually see them below the pits, so they're not too annoying, but you have to be careful. I think they actually have different sprites than they used to. They look a bit more angry than I remember them looking. So those things dump skulls on you. Also they explode. That's what does it in Mega Man.
I wonder if you could kind of do it, yeah, the down shot to actually get rid of them early.
And boost yourself up. In this case though, it's not very feasible.
Not feasible, not a good idea. If you, basically with the jump, you'd probably hit it and get the explosion on the way down.
Yeah.
Or the way up, I should say.
Because he's too low. So we got Gravediggers. Oh, this Fireman's weapon is actually really good for this segment. Significantly less annoying now that we have this thing, isn't it? But unfortunately it doesn't turn into a tackle fire on the way down, that'd be way too much. And they throw rocks at you, these guys in the pits.
If it could turn into tackle fire, the character would be too strong probably.
Yeah. Death from above, as they say. That's one of the most prominent ways to die in like any platformer with like restricted shots. Look at Castlevania. Okay, they can hurt you while they're dying. Alright. I didn't think about that, but okay.
That's a very long explosion setup then.
That's the mix-up. They're like, we're dying, but we're not dead yet. I guess they're kind of like the hot dogs from Mega Man 2, except they have 3 heads. I also like how those enemies... I also like how later entries in the series would not even bother trying to give them American names. So you go from the games having enemy names like Hot Dog to like... gibberish, basically. Oh. Oh!
That should not have worked, but it did. That's the important part.
It's because the fires of justice are strong. Too strong to be contained by mere level design. As pictured here, of course. Oh!
That was actually unexpected. Did not see that coming.
That was pretty unfortunate, I would have to say. This video is being littered with death. Mainly in, oh, what's his face's stage? Fuse Man stage, because of unforeseen circumstances. I really don't like how that boss's explosion hurt you.
That's a very delayed hitbox, yes, you're right.
I don't feel like that should be a thing. Oh well. I figured he was like long dead at that point, but
I don't think, from what I've been able to see so far, you need to wait until it's fully despawned with its graphics before you
gotta
go.
wait and then you do that, yeah. It just seems like you can't... Not very speedrun friendly, I see. Alright, so you don't want to do that here, because these guys show up. Right. Oh, but he came from the left this time! Oh, there we go. I can see why this would be a bit difficult, but no, you. God damn it! I was so close there.
Oh, they're bastards.
This is a level you'd want to do with Mega Man, like when you have a weapon that. Well, actually, Virus Man's weapon would be really nice.
Virus
That's a barrier.
Virus. What is it called? Virus
I don't even know. Something like that. I just call it green balls because that's what it is. Green balls that circle you and protect you.
Basically, this game's shield weapon would work really well at this point.
If I had to devise a strat for a normal Mega Man. would actually probably be better off here, in this section anyways. You know what this reminds me of? Castlevania! Like those guys that dropped the Fleaman.
You could say that about the whole layout right now.
Yeah. Alright, we're right near the end of the level too. How inconvenient. Oh well. Crypt Man it is.
At least in the bright side. Let's see if this part has changed. Nope. Conspicuously generous.
I also like how he has Soto Popinski's left. Oh. Well, I guess that was the stock NES left, I suppose is the better name for it. So this boss, even on hard mode, I don't find to be that difficult. He's kind of gimmicky. But that's about it. Cool use of the shadowy background, but that's all I can really say about him. A lot of his damage is probably going to be contact damage, or maybe damage by the shockwave, but his fastest attack, and arguably his most dangerous one, is the charge, because of how much damage it does. Oh, like that. That can cut your life lead by a large margin, especially if you're working on like Robot Master damage, which is low unless you have a weakness. There we go. That was pretty easy. And now Mega Man comes in to steal the glory yet again. Poor fireman. Goes home without a paycheck. What's the wife and kids gonna say? And here we rescue Nightman. This weapon's actually pretty cool. I like this weapon a lot. And it also opens up different level layouts, does it not, with how it works?
Yeah, basically, it does the equivalent of a yellow block switch for this game. Meaning, if you see in areas that had previously kind of empty hollow boxes, once you turn on the Crypt Cloak, you can actually jump and platform on those. Whereas before, without them, just like a standard character or Mega Man without the cloak, you'd fall right through.
Yeah. So now we go to Circuit Man, who looks really, really unhappy. Look at his face. He's just... oh well.
I think he got tired of having to constantly watch Rod Man's nonsense.
Probably. He's right next to him on the screen, so I can see why. So the good thing about Fireman's shots is that they instantly destroy those, so you can clear those out pretty fast. Yeah, Fireman's a pretty solid character, I'd say, from playing with him a bit.
If you had Mega Man with the Crypt Cloak right now, you could have gotten that E-Tank.
Yeah, you could have used the Crypt Cloak and walked on those translucent white blocks to get the E-Tank. Or I guess I should say invisible. Because the Crypt Cloak is basically like, I guess you could call it like entering a dark world, sort of. Where everything here is present, but there's also other stuff. It's a very neat weapon. I'm glad they dropped it then and not earlier. I really appreciate that. Now I'm sure somebody more impressive at Mega Man could do more stuff with Fireman. Like, not that. I mean, that would probably...
That was an unfortunate time slot, yes.
I wonder, though. Well...
Alright, you were able to navigate your way out after all.
See, I guess other people could do more impressive stuff with Fireman, like in the video itself, even. Yeah, he allows you to skip some level stuff in very unique ways. Okay, that didn't look like it should have worked at all, but okay. I don't even want to do that slide, so I'm not going to. Yeah, the puzzle for this room is kind of ruined. This one, not so much. There. Pretty easy. Yeah, Fireman kinda... You can tell the levels weren't really designed with the robots in mind. So, there are Rock Force members who can't shoot through walls, and the level layout here actually changes to accommodate them, so don't worry about that. In the meantime, we have a switch minigame sort of thing, where you hit the switches to turn on and off blocks. Thankfully, Fireman also has a double jump along with this, so it's kind of easy with him. Like so. He kind of breaks these levels. And these blocks, they fall, so... Oh god, that scared me. I don't really want to take that risk. I'm sure there's a way to get that. I'm just... not foolish enough to try. Oh! Right, the arrows. It means these things are gonna come and try and latch onto your head. I don't think they actually do anything if they latch on. I don't think they can latch on, but they do fall and they do explode when you kill them, so be careful. Oh my goodness. Is there anything interesting to add about Fireman himself?
Top of my head. Well, aside from obviously the fact he's quite impressive in this particular idol, nothing that immediately comes to mind.
Oh my god, that's a tough jump.
Yeah. Of all the times they die, unfortunately, that's probably really close to the end.
That's a really hard jump. I wonder what that's gonna be like in hard mode. Are they just gonna kill you immediately there? Because I am gonna be doing hard mode with the Robot Masters later. The last 4, I believe. Of one of which is a Lekman, which is good, because he's actually ridiculous in this game. There's gotta be a solution to that isn't. Oh, I know what I could have done.
You can fall into the pit again?
Yeah, that works too. That's my favorite way. They say eventually those spikes are gonna rust because of how much metal has hit them. And then they won't do as much damage. Actually, by default, Rock Force does not have spikes set as instant kills, so that's probably why they're there like that. Fun fact. I just apparently turned that on, because I'm apparently foolish. I'm dead set in my traditionalist Mega Man ways. Maybe I should turn that off. Alright. My idea is... I know it's not the classiest way to do it, but...
It's the equivalent of a damage boost, but yes.
It's... Ah. Well, now what the heck am I supposed to do here?
You were supposed to wait.
Well, now what?
That.
Good thing I got an extra life, apparently. Because I think that's the last one. Yep, this is the last chance. If I don't do this, well... then I'm gonna let everybody down. I don't want to die to anything stupid, so I'm gonna be really cautious. Not as foolhardy as I was before when charging through this area. But yeah, that damage boost seems like the best solution in that place.
It's probably possible with a very careful jump, but it's
having
jump.
having the spikes set to work properly as they are in the Span game, which is not instantly killing you. But that would require me to exit the level. Okay, so you're actually supposed to wait here. Alright. I think... Oh, I guess those activate blocks? Ah, yes, it does. Alright. Here we go, Circuit Man. If I die here, well... I have 4 E-tanks, so I don't really have much to worry about, do I?
That's weird, your volume... Wait, never mind, it was just my microphone. I just hit the wrong part that raised the volume on my end.
Oh, jeez. That was another Skype scare. Good lord, I thought Skype just crapped out again. Because we were having issues with Skype. Oh no! Earlier tonight. Actually.
Basically, the very first attempt to start the recording, Skype exploded.
Yeah, it wasn't ready. The fires of justice consumed Skype's servers. That's all I'm gonna say about it. What the heck?
I would have thought you would have been damaged by landing on top of that thing.
Apparently not! I guess only when he throws it. He's got rocket punches too, that's pretty cool. Oh my god, I don't want to die. I really don't want to die here.
It's a very strong boss.
It is. I think he could be beaten by being a bit more careful, but you know. Fireman isn't careful, he just charges in like this. Got him. That was a pretty strong boss. And of course Fireman's gonna get no credit for that, because guess who comes in? I'm glad you went through that almost impossible jump, Fireman. Here, let me do it for you. I always wondered why Cutman acted so friendly, and yet he looks mad all the time. Look at him! When he runs, it's just strange. Now this reminds me of Springman's weapon from Mega Man 7 a lot. Just like the way it's distributed. Either way, next time we will be taking on actually Charade Man. And then we'll have to make a very, very, very difficult decision.